Hello, and welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. This is the final flip through of Pokey Little Puppy. I am so excited that this is finished. When I start a project, it generally, I think I'm going in one direction and then I end up in a different direction. So I had been saving a lot of like dog pieces and ephemera and collecting and stuff, and I really didn't even use that much of the dog stuff in this journal. So the great thing about that is if you have been watching, you know that I had a couple of other dog related little golden books. So that extra ephemera and stuff like that, I will put into one of those rather than this, because this was commissioned. I really just kind of tailored it to that piece, and you'll see that as we go through. So I only ended up doing 2 signatures. I didn't do the 3rd signature. And as it is, the 2-inch spine is being tested. I sewed just some very colorful buttons. I pulled the greens and blues and the black and white and the red, obviously, from the fabric. Just tied those in and gave it a little bit of interest. I did add some book corners, book corners on, just to protect those corners a little bit. This has been a well-loved Pokey Little Puppy. So anyway, I put the corners on to protect it. These are some wooden beads that I tied on the end just for some interest and weight on the end of the ribbon, which is just some satiny black ribbon for a simple tie. So in the front here is a little notebook that I just had made, and it's really too big to fit into any of the pockets, but I wanted to include it just as an additional space for her to write or take notes if she wanted to. If you'll remember, I did have this image covered when I was trying to explain the purple and how I tied it into her shirt. It is with express permission from Mom that I'm able to do the full flip through. She is actually coming to get this journal tomorrow, which would be October 2nd, Saturday. I think that's the 2nd. Yes. So she's coming to get this tomorrow. So I'm doing the flip through and I asked if I could share it because I had been trying to work and film, and she said, absolutely, go ahead. So I was very grateful for that permission. In this, we have a piece of just a water bath canning book that her mom provided to me, a 4-H badge, and the original gold foil off of the spine. We've gone over this page. This is a double pocket. I just added some Ohio cardstocks, that's where we are, and a hello there image that she can take notes on or write on. I don't know if she journals. I'm not sure. So I tried to leave a lot of room. I intentionally left room. I'm going to include some photo corners so she can add her own photos to this. I don't have any pictures of her dog, or I would have put them in here. So I left like the center of the back signature blank on purpose so she can add pictures of her own dog. This is a pocket where I've just tucked in a handwritten recipe for a family recipe. A little bit of collage on this page. This is her wedding day picture with her Nana. So I just stamped out Nana's hugs and put some red pearls on here to match the red of her dress. And this is actually wedding dress trim that I have. More pages for her to put her own photos on. This is an envelope where I've included another piece of Ohio paper, picture, and a piece of paper, again, to make notes or do what she wants with. I made that a pocket. This is the pocket here. The little butterfly tuck spot here. This is an Artie Mays printable that I just made into a little tag, which would be great if she just wanted to write her favorite biblical verse on there. It has a room so she could reference that if she wants to. This has a photo with her and her husband from their shower. And it just fits in there. I didn't cut it down, but I may have to trim it so it slides in a little easier. There it goes. This is from when she did her mission trip to Africa. Again, I have a photo slid in this pocket. This photo so she could, you know, write her memories from her mission trip if she chose to do that. This is a magazine page envelope. Climbers and Creepers. A faith-based page. This is a vintage style cross with the flowers printed in Germany that I've got on here, with a couple of biblical messages on here from Joyce Meyer Mail that I fussy tore. In here we have a piece of memo paper, a family recipe, and a pack of seeds. This is a vintage postcard. And again, the printout that Mom gave me for this. Okay. Oops. This page I left room so she could again put a picture of her little puppy here with the dog treats in the back. I thought that would be cute. This tag matches his little blanket perfectly. I thought it was so cute. And this is a piece of memo pad that I just like the blue with the blue. This is a picture of her with her great-grandmother, 12 of 1990. I did some stamping in the background, some blues and golds. It has a dog card inside. This can be a little place where she can stick something if she'd like. Another family photo that her mom provided me with some more gardening information back here. Picture of her with her grandmother. This is a vintage dictionary envelope that I had decoupage napkin on. If you watch the Hortensia Journal series, you'll see how I made those. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. I love this picture of she and her husband out in the canoe on the lake. So live in the moment, which I thought was appropriate. And then on this side, her smile just spoke to my heart so much. And I just felt her love, and I don't even know what was going on, but I just love that picture. And here is a wedding from their a napkin from their wedding. And here I just put a biblical piece of stationery and the cute little dog. Darling, you're a work of art. I thought this was cute because it's from 2008. Now everybody has cell phones and smartphones and we do selfies, but this is an actual from a camera, which I remember those days. This is a triple pocket using aged dictionary page. So we just have some pages in there that she can write on and use. This page is literally the only page in this whole thing that I'm very displeased with. So you know that I spray inked this piece of lace and I literally let it sit overnight. I didn't touch it overnight. I would say actually probably sat for 24 hours. And even since I made it, it is still transferring ink. I don't know what to do. I'm really frustrated with this. I have just done everything I can think of. That ink is okay for certain purposes, but not for this application. And I just don't understand. See how that transfers still? I just don't understand why it's not drying. I mean, it should dry. It's ink dries. And so I don't know what its composition is or what its makeup is. And I've done this more than once. And look at all that ink that transferred. And it's literally been days since I did it. So I've just been flipping this around and trying to stick it in here every which way and make it look intentional. Hopefully it'll be okay and eventually will dry, but I am really disappointed in this page when I had really put a lot of time in it, but hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, it has to be. I can't take it out and I can't cover it. So I'll point it out to Mom when she comes to get the journal in the morning and let her decide, you know, what she wants done with it. This, again, this picture I'm leaving in here, it's private. Embrace the journey. This is just I think it's a happy planner flip out, actually. A happy planner piece. So I just put it in there for added space for writing. And this pocket has one of the old-made cards, family photo, and more gardening information. And behind these faux envelopes that serve as a tuck. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. She goes by Ivy is her nickname, so this is cute. And so I stamped Ivy here and here. And this was a book page out of a gardening book that I pulled the Ivy page and just added it as a piece. Again, more pages for her to put her own photos. This was a fall backdrop in this picture. So I cut out their first initial of their last name, embellished this, put some maple leaf stamps here. So again, if they have another favorite fall photo, she can add it here if she would like. A recipe from Great Grandma Nelson. A couple of family photos. This flips out. And in this little tuck spot, this is a page that I had colored with colored pencils and a picture of her grandmother. This is a spot that I left so that she can add pictures of her dogs that I said. And here I've got a couple of dog charms. I have a dog house and a dog bone. Tuck here. This is, what do you call these? A waterfall pad? Waterfall pad? Is that the right word? I don't know. With her little baby brother. And I stenciled this blue to match. So maybe she has an adult picture with her brother that she could put here. Like, how cute would that be? Okay, this is a pocket with recipe that her mom provided and a picture of her kitty cat. Some canning. I think I did this in another video. A couple of recipes. I've made this plum jam recipe and this peach butter recipe, both. That's why I cut them out. I know they're excellent recipes. The peach butter one is delicious as a spiced peach butter. So good. Like, I'm going to hold that up and you can just take a screenshot because I'm telling you, if you're a canner, this spiced peach butter is to die for. I'm telling you, it's delicious. It's the favorite kind of jelly that I make for my husband. Oh, did I skip a page? No. Okay. There's a little collage to embellish the page. Again, lots of room for more photos. Photo here. This is a tuck spot. This is just some collage. I didn't glue the butterfly down all the way. I was hoping it would have a little bit of dimension, but this book is so fat, I don't think that's going to happen. It's a flip out for just note-taking or journaling space. Again, this is a repeat of a photo up front, but I just wanted to have it in here. And then I left this as a flip out. So this is from, it's like I think it's their wedding invitation is what I think it is. And it has all of their information in here. And they had a foil sticker, but it was, you know, stickers sometimes get kind of gross. So I tried to salvage the original sticker. I pulled it off and it had like dust or fuzz or film or whatever on it. So I glued it, and I glued it to a piece of white paper trying to get it to come back to life, and it just wasn't going to work. So I took my circle punch, cut out a piece of this red that matches, and then I did a Tim Holtz letter on my little sidekick and cut an F in here and just use that to kind of replace it. I know it's not the original one, but it was the best I could do because I really wanted to include this. This is not tucked in a pocket or on a page because it's really thick and heavy, so I just put it on the back of the cover. And then this is the back cover here. And I mean, it is a chunky monkey. I mean, it is so crazy fat, but I'm really happy with the outcome. Like I said, the only page, and I cannot believe that Harry Potter page. I am so disappointed. I should have just stuck with the ground espresso ink and gone with a lighter color because it just, I cannot believe what it did. So hopefully her mom's okay with that. That's the only qualm I have about this entire journal. I'm really happy with it. I hope she loves it, and I hope that she appreciates it for what it is. I know not everybody journals, not everybody understands, you know, what something like this is. So I've got to find a note to the, what's it called? Note from the bookmaker, and included in here with some of these photo corners. And I am going to include an envelope with some like 4.5 by 6.5 pieces of stock so she can add her own photos on mat if she wants to mat them or whatever. I just have to find some kind of neutral bases or florally bases to include. So that's the Pokey Little Puppy commission journal. I do appreciate that you all join me on this journey. I know that you have so many places that you can visit and so many other channels where you can spend your time, and the fact that you choose to spend your time with me is very humbling, and I really appreciate it. And so I just really want to say thank you, and I hope you're all having a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day, and thank you so much for joining me. Bye.